Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Serbia has produced some fine defenders in recent times, Peter. And this player, Pavlovic, is about as physically dominant and uncompromising as they come. His game can look a bit chaotic at times, but that's just because of his all-action style. He's simply relentless.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Tries to play it through. Look at the space. Rafael Leao! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played into space, dinked through, deftly away. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that's a dangerous ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
It's gone out for a throw-in. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. There's the crossfield ball. Salmakas. So just a one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Some really good ball movement. Out to the right, played back in. That's the keeper's ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And reclaimed it in a trice. Loftus-Cheek, who's set up one goal so far. Milan are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Little pass back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And it's Menu. Ahmad. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Fofana. And it's Loftus-Cheek. Manchester United look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack.
And he shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that has been clubbed away. Fofana, that's really well manoeuvred. Salamakas powering forward here. Oh, that was vital. And that has been cleared. Menu. Šeško. Now it's Maciej Cunha. Back into the middle. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Fofana defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. He's had it taken off him. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Milan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Decent chance! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Fofana, Modric, Loftus-Cheek, and it's Saelemaekers. That's a cute ball. Saelemaekers. Nice interception, well timed. Menu, it's a sharp pass. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rafael Leao, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Matheus Cunha. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And it's half-time here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Milan ahead 2-0, and they are looking good.
The latest travel information is currently being displayed on the screen.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 16.
Here we go again.
Ahmad. Coming on to replace him is number
Milan
19.
come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And it's made its way to him. Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete. Shapes to shoot! He has done it! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Looking for a runner. Maguire gets across to intercept that. And they can counter here. And it's Menu. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Steaming on, but shot, surely! Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition.
And the shot! It's a goal! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Loftus-Cheek tries a shot! And he's there to belt it away. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Rafael Leao. Now, Rafael Leao! Great football, shot and save.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Milan with the
Number
corner.
8.
They're first.
Bruno Fernandes. Number 30, Šeško. Coming on the field, number 48. Number 11, Zirkzee. Substitutions taking place.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Rafael Leao. And the shot! Sticks it away! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
It's become a case of men against boys. Takes a shot! And that has faded wide.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Casemiro. Pulisic to Rabiot. Milan looking to pass their way through, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. De Winter cuts it out.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's on it. Chance for a shot!
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
This looks promising. Shot at goal! And again! Off the post! Oh, that's a fine challenge. Menu really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his...
He's had a shot! Brought out the best in the keeper. It's a mighty effort! Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. Just eases him off the ball. Driven forward. Zirkzee looks to get on the end of this. Pulisic. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Matheus Cunha does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Zirkzee. Great chance! Goal! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Manchester United grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. And it's Fofana. It's a promising run he's making on the right.
There will be 5 minutes added
His
time.
positioning was spot on. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's well spotted. 5 minutes to add. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Now it's Menu. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Mazraoui. That looks a cracking ball. He is through here. Shoots! He's got a goal! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. And that is as far as it goes. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Rafael Leao happy to bask
Hello,
in the
attendees.
accolades
This
from
is
all
a
around.
Lost
The
Children
stage
announcement.
most certainly
Would the
his.
father of a boy in a yellow t-shirt
How would
kindly
you
make his
summarise
way
what we've
to the
seen today then, Jim?
information center?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here,
Hello,
a
everybody,
clear
and
night,
welcome
all the
to today's
ingredients for a
match.
showcase game
Manchester
that the passionate
United
crowd demands.
against Milan.
Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of... Terrific header! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Oh, that is a nice touch. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Matheus Cunha will be scheming up here, Peter. He's a lovely link-up man who can take on all sorts of creative roles, and his ball-carrying and dribbling skills are top drawer. I think he'd be the first to admit that his finishing needs a little work, but he's a big player in this team.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Fofana, nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. He's in space and looking for options. And he's managed to get free, showing good feet. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Fofana did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Matheus Cunha. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Casemiro.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up.
Can he finish? And that is wildly off target.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Now it's Matheus Cunha. And he shoots! Goal! Manchester United! First blood drawn. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Modric. Milan finding their passes. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Šeško, he's found a way through. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Salmakers.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Manchester United with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Davinta getting this one clear. That's really well manoeuvred. Milan are looking to go forward now. That's an excellent interception. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he's only too happy to take that back.
Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Tomori. Nicely spread. And it's Sailamakers. De Winter. It's Loftus-Cheek. Oh, some tackle that. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Šeško. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. He's shifting through the gears here. Bruno Fernandes. Big header! Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Fofana gets a foot in here. Spread out to the left. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Pavlovic calmly anticipates. Fofana. And it's Modric. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Matheus Cunha, and it's Ugarte. Now Ugarte. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Loftus-Cheek puts his foot on the gas. Floated through. Oh, good take in a good area. And he's certainly onside here. Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Bruno Fernandes providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Sailamakers. De Winter. And he's forced to go back. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
He's played it back. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Ugarte. Played into space. Now the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitution for Manchester United.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 25, Ugarte. Number 8,
Mount.
Bruno Fernandes.
That is one way to stop him.
Number 30,
That looks a foul.
Šeško.
Yeah, referee's given it.
Number 10,
And he's going to have his name
Matheus
taken.
Cunha. Coming on the field, number 16, Ahmad. Number 37, Mainu. Number 7, Mason Mount. Number 11, Zirkzee. Number 32, substitutions taking place.
Mount was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mainu. Oh, that's neat. Now it's Mount. Great vision. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Mount. Zirkzee, Mount, and he's found a way past. Milan can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And the pass is intercepted. And it's Mainu. Now it's Zirkzee.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Mount, and he's picked out the run. That's a throw. Estupiñán, Nkunku, Rafael Leao. No way through there. And it's Rabiot. And it's made its way to him.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Very nicely done. Mainu.
Manchester United nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Tries from distance. Ahmad. And it's Mainu. Tomori kept his eye on it, and he's there.
There will be 1 minute at a
Milan
time.
looking to pass their way through. Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. Manchester United have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression...
Shot, surely!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Driven forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And he's had it nicked away. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Rafael Leao, Peter, is one player who could be unstoppable if he's in the mood. Easily one of the fastest players I've ever seen. He's capable of taking on multiple defenders.
Matheus Cunha! It's bounced back off the post.
Matheus Cunha really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Evan. That's very neat. Great ball, and he's in here. He's having a shot! And it's come back out to him. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. No goals as yet. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Salmakers. Strokes it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Knocks it into space. Taken off it pretty forcefully. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Has a look and place it forward. Now there's a fine ball. So much time and space here. Oh, super ball. Back when it goes. He is just caressing the ball. No way through, so back it comes. Real chance! Goal! Manchester United! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Milan finding their passes. Oh, well played, well played. Casemiro. And he's quick to snatch it back. Casemiro. That pass just didn't quite work. Menu. Well, this is a terrific run. And that has been clubbed away. Matheus Cunha. He's in a great position here. De Winter gets rid without sophistication.
Milan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Casemiro gets a foot in here. Bruno Fernandes. Šeško. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Chance for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manchester United with the corner. They're first. Mignon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
1 minute added time.
And now a sudden chance to counter. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. It's a good 35 yards out, this. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, that's neat. That is good strength. Picked out brilliantly. There's the shot! Stupinian is there, and he can get that clear. Modric, distributed tidily. That could spell trouble. Well, played right into his path. And the shot! It's loose now, and oh, what has happened here? Now, this could be a chance. Can he finish? He's got a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass.
And the finish! Goal! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Milan get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Rafael Leao. That's a cute ball. Good ball over the top. And that is expertly dealt with. Deftly away.
Milan may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Can he get it through? And he welcomes it in. Yoro gets it clear. And they're quick to get it back. Rafael Leao looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Passes short and sharp. Pulisic. Menu gets it away. Estupinian promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking for options for movement.
Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That looks a good ball through, and it's made its way to him. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And here's Nkunku. Played out to the right. Pulisic delivers. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That'll be a throw.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 10, Matthias Cunha. Number 30,
Play cross-field,
Shishko.
changing the point of attack.
Number
Good switch, that.
19, Mbumo. Number 8, Bruno Fernandes.
Ricci,
Number 37,
De Vinter.
Menu. Coming on the field.
He's going to be disappointed
Number
with that.
11, Zirkzee.
It's a
Number
lovely, neat
32,
pass. No, he's had it taken off him.
Ahmad. Number 7, Mason Mount.
Mount goes on a charge down the left.
Ugarte.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Oh, it's played into the area. And they've got rid.
Milan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Can he get on the end of this? Looking for a corner. This is their second corner of the game. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Ahmad. Diogo Dalot. He's a sharp little ball here.
2 added
Pavlovic.
minutes has been indicated.
And it's Nkunku. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That's that, the end. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. How would you summarise what we've
And a
seen
quick
today then,
announcement for
Jim?
the benefit
Look,
of
Peter,
anybody who
a
is
strength
down-
in...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the
Hello,
promise of
everybody,
a
and
match that
welcome
will
to
really
today's
get the
match.
juices flowing.
Arsenal.
This is
against
Peter Drury,
Milan.
and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
No, that's been intercepted. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mosquera gets over and intercepts. And they've switched it over to the other side. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Luka Modric. He's someone, Peter, who reads the game that little bit quicker than everyone else. He's got fantastic technique too, and that allows him to weigh his through balls to near perfection, as well as keep hold of it when he's under pressure. He's a real...
And he shoots! And again! Goal! Arsenal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Havertz. Pavlovic.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Rafael Leao. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Eze. Arsenal finding their pass. He's had a shot! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Little pass back. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Davinta getting this one clear. Loftus-Cheek. Modric.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Ødegaard. And here's Eze. And he's in on goal. Fofana. And they can counter here. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Zubimendi. Fofana. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now it's Loftus-Cheek. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a sharp pass.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And he's there to retrieve it. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And it's Modric. Spread out to the left. Modric. Oh, that was vital.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Estupinian. Timber. Madueke looking to add to his goal. Eze. Oh, that's a key interception. Estupinian. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now Modric. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Loftus-Cheek takes control of it and he's on the move. And he's whipped it across. Hincapié. And the first 45 minutes are up. We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals.
Just a
They'll
quick
have to take some risks
and
now
exciting
to
one
try and
too.
get
We're
back in
about
this
to announce
game.
today's entry
And
numbers.
it's easier said
Please
than
watch
done,
the
as we
screen
know.
if you have a ticket.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Mosquera. And it's Ødegaard. Salmakers. Nicely worked. Arsenal can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Knocks it out wide. Looking for the run. And here's Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek receives... Oh, what a climb! They've done it! And the second half is off to a flyer. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
No way through. Gives it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Oh, that's nice. Havertz. Madueke. Ødegaard. Very nicely done. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Oh, he's played it in low. He's in a great position here. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao being hunted in packs.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And it's Ødegaard. Oh, delightful ball. And that is expertly dealt with. Ødegaard. Fofana gets a good foot in there. Zubimendi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Shot could be on. Madueke!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 10.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 20, Madueke. Number 14, Eucharist. Number 29,
Saliba.
Kai Havertz.
More and more
Number
pressure on the
8,
ball here.
Ødegaard. Coming on the field, number 19.
Now it's Gabriel Jesus.
Number 7,
Now it's
Bukayo
Saka.
Saka. Number 71, number 9.
Good
Gabriel
ball.
Jesus.
And the shot! Really well taken goal. 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Arsenal go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Rice. Saka is herring after that one. And it's been played through. Trossard, and the shot! Yes! And they are cruising away. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Arsenal blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Played back in. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He's picked his way through. There won't be another chance after this one. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Saka.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's got away. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, well played, well played. And time is up. Milan suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. And after all of that, Jim, Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway there. And the finish! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Eze clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
And we have our very first corner. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, nice touch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Madueke. Oh, this is a very good run. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Eze. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Someone who I think has developed into a fine all-round forward, Peter, is Rashford. He now has the versatility to play from wider positions. He prefers to be on the left side mostly and loves running beyond defences now or just dropping in short. And he seems at his deadliest when he's making those diagonal runs from out to in.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. And here's Havertz. Now it's Madueke. And it's Eze. Zubimendi. Eze purring through the... Goes for a shot! Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. Rice. Now it's Madueke. And now the breakaway. Oh, that's fabulous. De Jong. Now it's Havertz. Chance! Goal! Arsenal! The breakthrough strike! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more...
Big chance! No mistake! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Mosquera is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
João Cancelo. Araujo. And it's Gavi. And he's had it nicked away. Madueke did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. That is good alertness. Now it's Ferran Torres. He won't be happy with that one. Madueke. And here's Havertz. Can he get on? He's had a shot! And it's come back out to him. They've scored! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Arsenal go into the lead.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Zubimendi. And it's Eze. Picked out brilliantly. Gavi. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Havertz. Eze takes control of it and he's on the move. De Jong. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Real chance here. Plays it across. And he's there to clear it. De Jong is there to clear. And there is the half-time whistle. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. And either side holding back here, it has been quite a half this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Timber does well to get it back. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Great chance! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle, finishing it up.
Pedri!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Now it's Madueke. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Lovely, now then. João Cancelo gets good distance on it. Just about up to the hour now. And it's Rice. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Oh, well played, well played. That's really well cleared. Madueke. Gavi. Now it's Ferran Torres. Pedri. Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And a chance! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Madueke.
Arsenal grab a
29.
3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Number 41.
Now it's Rashford.
Rice.
Nice interception,
Coming
well
on the
timed.
field, number
played it long.
19, Trossard. Number 7.
Merino.
Bukayo Saka. Number 9. Gabriel Jesus.
Now it's Ferran Torres.
Number 23. Mikel Merino.
Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And they can counter here. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Eric Garcia gets rid without sophistication. And that's really well manoeuvred. He's in a great position here. Well, nicely intercepted. Rashford is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
That's brave goalkeeping, really decisive.
Listen, in those situations, he always looks as if he's in control. He never seems to get flustered. Exemplary.
Well, that is good. Super running. Tries a shot! Corner number 3 coming up. And he's managed to get rid. Now it's Rashford. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. He's picked his way through. Plays it through, and he welcomes it in. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's on it. Can he get away? Tries to cross. That is good strength. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Rafinha. Plenty to aim at here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And he's worked it through. Good ball, good take. And the shot! And he hits the net! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Arsenal. And that will be the final act. Barcelona suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round.
And we'd like to inform
What
you
are
now
your
that
thoughts
the
on today's
latest
game
travel
then, Jim?
information is
Barcelona
currently being
desperately
displayed on the
failing
screen.
to impose them.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. The action has already started. Yamal! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. It's a goal kick. Araujo is there, and he can pick it up. Rashford has given away a free kick. De Jong does really well to win the ball there. And it's Loftus-Cheek. Can he spark a counter here? De Jong. And it's De Jong. And here's Rashford. Drop. There's the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona with the corner. They're first. Defending of the desperate variety. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Strong running down that left flank. That's the throw. Araujo getting this one clear. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Rashford. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Rafinha going full tilt down the left.
Milan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And here's Rashford. And that's a good ball. Rashford. Oh, this is a terrific run. Oh, that's neat. He has a look up. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Loftus-Cheek. Koundé wins the duel this time. Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
And he's got the beating of his man. Shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that has been cleared. Balde. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Not the most convincing of passes. Koundé. And Araujo. Bernal. He's had it taken off him. And it's Saelemaekers. Bernal.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Nicked it back promptly. And here's Rashford.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's intervened well there. Rafinha. De Jong. No way through. Bernal. Rafinha. And it's Rashford. Rashford looking to penetrate opposition lines. Rafael Leao. Now it's Saelemaekers. And it's Saelemaekers. Loftus-Cheek. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Loftus-Cheek unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Bernal. Modric. For Saelemaekers. Oh no circumventing this opponent. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Yamal. And he's managed to get free. Great chance! Saelemaekers. Loftus-Cheek could move up a gear here. Now it's Saelemaekers. Milan finding their passes.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Rafinha going full steam ahead down the left flank. Modric. And here's Lewandowski.
Lewandowski really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Rashford charging forward, the ball at his feet. Yamal. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Pavlovic did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Lewandowski. That has been slung wide. Real chance! And yes, it's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And here's Rafael Leao. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Great ball if he can get there. Rashford. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Half an hour gone in the second half. And here's Rafael Leao. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he has been fouled there. Tempers are flaring. The referee really needs to get a grip again. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 9, el dorsal 14, el dorsal 11, el dorsal 21. Serán sustituidos.
Takes a shot!
El dorsal 2.
And no, he couldn't find the finish.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
João Cancelo with the clearance. That's a throw. Rafael Leao is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact.
And he shoots! They've got to be quick to recover this. Bernal. Bernal has got himself a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Rabiot. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Pulisic.
Oh, really well played.
Cross to the back post. Pulisic, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and
Gavi is on his own. Pulisic. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
2 minutos de descuento.
It's a pretty loose pass. Nkunku. 2 minutes to be added on. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Looking here to alter the direction of the game. Rafael Leao.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That is that. Milan were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. Gavi! Decent enough try. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Fikayo Tomori could play an interesting role here, Peter. As a defender, he's unmatched when it comes to pace. One-on-ones, he usually comes out on top, even against quick opponents. But I also like the way he can drive the ball out of defence. He's got a very useful ability to be able to hit both flanks with great accuracy.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Lewandowski. Bernal.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And the through ball. Not the most accurate pass. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Rashford. Araujo. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Distributed tidily, and he's picked it up out wide. He's picked his way through, and it's pulled. It's a mighty effort! That was superb goalkeeping.
Rafael Leao really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Yamal. Good, strong midfield running here. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. He rises! Goal! Barcelona! There is the breakthrough. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Foot in. He's found a way through. And he whips. He's having a shot! This time, surely! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Milan are trailing against the run of play. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Loftus-Cheek, showing good feet. Pau Kubasi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Milan looking to pass their way through. And that's another good win of the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Looking tidy in possession here. Koundé clears. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Loftus-Cheek. He's on it. Can he get away? Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Modric is eyeing up his options in the middle. They're taking a moment to consider their options. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Turns and goes back. Has a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get on the end of this? Rafael Leao gets into a good position. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Fofana. Rafael Leao. Araujo gets it clear. Taken back almost at once. Salmakers. Now Modric. Milan have a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Gavi. Can he get it through? Once more he proves rigid and robust. Modric. No, he's not getting past him there. Gavi. And it's Modric. And there is the half-time whistle. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. Now this could be a chance. Played in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that has been knocked clear. Bernal. He's shifting through the gears here. He's had a shot! Fofana.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's chosen to go back. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Estupinian getting this one clear. And it's Pedri. It's a good spell of possession, this. Backward it goes. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Salmakers. Araujo with the slide tackle there. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Gavi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rashford. Pedri. Bernal. And here's Yamal. That's tidy. And he's got the beating of his man. And the finish! And he hits the net. 2 up now, and they are cruising. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Oh, easy pickings there. Threads one in. Shapes to shoot! And that has fair fizzed.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
El dorsal 8, el dorsal 14. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 20, el dorsal 11, el dorsal 21.
It's made sure that's
El
not getting
dorsal
through.
7. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. He's one-on-one! And the shot! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Decent chance! Sticks it away! And they are right back within touch! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So is this the start of a comeback? Look at the space here, and he's found a way past. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Tries to pass it through. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. He is through here. He's through, and there's the shot. They've scored. Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And it's made its way to him. Pulisic. And the shot! It's there! It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Well, the angle wasn't good, and neither was the keeper. He scored then when he had no right to.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. This looks promising. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. That has not gone well. Rafinha. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nkunku. That's that, the end. Well, that was thrilling. Again.